Welcome to the Cheap Seats, everybody. Live from the Extended Studio. I am not E-Rock. Don't change the channel. E-Rock is here. Trust and believe that E-Rock is here. But I had something to tell you guys, okay? I know it's Negadelphia. I know that half of your life is messed up. Holidays are coming. You probably broke. But let me tell you something. The Flyers won 5 games, okay? We out here skating again, okay? The gritty actually means something to the universe. You could go be gritty for Halloween this week and nobody will throw eggs at you. Have you watched basketball? I turned the Sixers off. They tried to reel me back in with the black jerseys. I said, I ain't doing it. They out there talking about we bringing back hip-hop. I said, I don't care about no hip-hop. They was talking to my heart. I gave up my tickets a year ago. And then VJ came. And then it was VJ Max. The young kids out here playing. Don't talk to me about Joel Embiid for 3 more months. It doesn't matter what he's doing. Do you see VJ Max? They don't won 4 straight. And guess what else? The Philadelphia Eagles are 6-2 on a bye. They busted up the Giants. Kevin Patullo's 100% in the red zone. Are you not happy? Can you not be happy? Can we please just be happy? AJ, you got $100 million. Your wife and your kids are luxurious. You got the best cleats in the game. Baby, can we be happy? Please just be happy. I know it's Philadelphia. I know it's hard times. But can we just be happy? Look at my chain. I broke the chain out for you. If you can't just be happy, be like your boy Black Gritty in this chain. It's not a real chain. It's just my dog leash, baby. But sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it out here, baby. It's Philadelphia. Be happy. Ashworth. What? You don't spend the money on the chain?
My man wore a dog collar.
This economy, boy. This economy rough, baby. I can't. Nah, dog. This thing cost $7.89 on Amazon. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Ooh, I want to get y'all one. I hook y'all up with a.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Here
If that's all it takes. If that's all it takes. But you're right.
You make it. Just be happy. Ashford, are you happy?
I am. I wasn't planning on flyer talk. Got a couple guys that can skate and handle a puck a little bit.
Me's coughing.
Right? I'm with you on the Sixers, too, dragging you back in a little bit. Right? Haven't missed a game. I'm going to stay on that. I will say this week has been fun for me. This week has been fun. It wasn't just but a few short weeks ago. My timeline was riddled with some fans up in New York who had some choice words for us talking about cope and take the belts to asses that they did. So needless to say, this week I did a good job of reminding them what belts to asses really looks like. Now, they're good to give advice, not so much to take advice.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, my week has been fun so far. E-Rock, what about you?
Friends and viewing audience, I want you to take a moment to listen to this very carefully, all right? 3, 2, 1, I want you to listen. You hear that? That's the sound of all the Giants fans and what they have to say out of getting belt to ass at Lincoln Financial Field, undefeated in the Kelly Grade. Hey, I want you to take another quick listen. Listen to this. You hear that? That's all the Jalen Hurts naysayers that came up out of the woodwork, crawled from underneath the rocks and out of their mom's basements after Jalen struggled up there at MetLife Stadium. I want you to take a listen to another thing. Ready? Here we go. Listen. That's the sound of A.J. Brown's social media. Thank you, Jesus. A.J. Brown ain't got nothing to say. And lastly, I want you to take a listen to this. That should be what E-Rock sounds like Sunday morning, because it's the bye week and I'm looking forward to getting some rest, not stressing out about football, rolling out of bed a little late. Listen, guys, this was a statement win. Ooh, really? You're going to call this one a statement win? Not in a traditional sense. Usually statement wins are reserved for when you play teams like the Los Angeles Rams, who we beat, or the Kansas City Chiefs, who we beat again. That's usually a statement win when you're playing a team of quality. This was a different type of statement win in the fact that we finally saw this Eagles team play a complete game for the first time since the Super Bowl. That's what this was, a complete win. It was what we wanted to see. Jalen Hurts under center. What? Jalen Hurts is a play action pass from under center. What? Oh, really? Now we're getting in jumbo? Hey, listen, if I ever send you a picture of Fred Johnson, I just want you to know that now I am now eligible. That's how I'm going to end. Are you available to go out tonight? Fred Johnson photo, because I am eligible. Are you saying? Well, maybe we won't talk about that. But guys, what an amazing win. What a feel-good win. What a revenge win. And this team, like, okay, all right, we're going into the bye. Feeling good.
So you're happy.
Well, listen, I'm not wearing a dog collar on air happy. I don't know what you're into over there, Black Gritty. You're revealing way too much on a public platform.
Discount. Recession proof. Y'all thought it was a chain. What'd you say? I came in there, everybody like, nice chain, nice chain.
Like,
You got big things coming.
What kind of dog do you have that requires that short of a leash?
I live a life of luxury, okay? I'm retired. Me and my dog out here balling in these streets. I need the ladies to know, when I'm walking my dog, we got it. Okay.
He doesn't have a dog. He doesn't have a dog.
He doesn't. You know, he does. What Chihuahua are you strapping that thing up?
It's only around my way.
Yeah. It sounds like it.
I'm bringing him in next time. Now I'm gonna bring him in next week so y'all can meet him. So I have to deal with him, McLeod. But yeah. So I'm just happy. It's sometimes it's just good to be happy, and I don't expect anything from the other teams. The Flyers, hopefully you make the playoffs this year. Just show me some good hockey. The Sixers, just put on a good performance. Now, so far with the Eagles, they have to achieve it at such a high level all the time for you to have any semblance of happy. You can't even appreciate that your quarterback has 20 touchdowns, 1 interception, 1 fumble. That doesn't matter to some people. It doesn't matter to some people that you're winning with special teams on one game, defense on another game. You hear all the time, you have to play all 3 phases of the game. But so when I went on special teams, now it doesn't matter and my team's lucky and we're trash. I thought you had to play. I've heard Herm Edwards a long time on repeat in my life. I know how you win the game.
You play to win
the game. And it doesn't matter how you win it. And you need all those parts to come together. Last week, like you said, complete game. Shipley on the returns, someone who is actually accountable, can catch the ball, can get me from the 5-yard line to the 40 sometimes, make it a little easier on our offense, which helps them. The defense, getting Dean back, all the things we're going to talk about going into the bye, we should just be happy. And I know we have all the expectations of the world on the Eagles, none more than they have on themselves, but that's why we all here love Jalen Hurts, because we are so hard on our stars and he's built for it.
Yeah, it's a blend. Like, if we're being honest, it's a blend. You're defending Super Bowl champions. And they said ad nauseum, the standard is the standard. And the standard they've set, right, wrong, or indifferent, is some pretty damn good football. So when they're not playing at their best, or they're not playing on all 3 phases, or whatever we've broken down over the last however many weeks in terms of their play, yeah, I get it. We're okay. You can be critical. When they're not playing up to the standard, it's okay to be critical. But at the end of the day, they will tell you week in, week out, did you get the win? Right? At the end of the day, did you get the win? It's a lot better to not play your best football with a W than to start racking up L's, right? So as long as they're catching the W's, we're all good. But I don't want to act like they don't have to play up to the standard that they set for themselves.
And it is a high standard. You're defending Super Bowl champions. They know what this offense is supposed to look like. They know what this defense is supposed to look like when they're playing up to their potential. Last week, we had a benefit of a bye week that was so early. We looked at that schedule and said, my God, what are we going to do with this bye? What is it, week 5?
Last year.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
Week 5, but it came at the perfect time. I can't help but think that the football gods once again smileth upon the city of Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, and said, we're going to give you the bye week exactly when you need it. Because it's been frustrating. I talked last week about 7 games into it. I'm already exhausted. I can't believe there's 10 more of these things. But now you start to see the offense start to, that Kevin Patullo, why is this not clicking? We're 1 block away. We kept hearing that consistently. All of a sudden, Saquon's busting out runs on the first play of the game. They're adding new wrinkles with jumbo personnel. 10 snaps on jumbo personnel, which equated to 114 rushing yards and a tutty. Jalen Hurts, once again, is developing as a pocket passer, not so much a runner. Defensively, we'll get to it. Big trade, but they're using people in different ways now all of a sudden with, putting Coop on the outside and so on and so forth, where you're starting to think like, okay, that muddle huddle of everybody when we went over the NFC standings last week, if the playoffs started today and it was just all muddled, now like the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, like other teams that are starting to, where you're going to start to see this league separate itself from the teams that are good with talent and are finally starting to figure it out, and the teams that were maybe pretenders over the first 6-7 weeks of the season.
So, can we start talk with the run game?
Yeah, sure.
Let's talk about the run game. Jumbo formations abound. Saquon looked like Saquon. What was the most impressive thing to you about the run game?
So you're going to hear fancy words like pin and pull, right? You're going to hear all these this is what they really did. What they did is they ran power football, right? They attacked the gaps. Jalen was under center, as you said. which is more of a north and south type style. I mean, they got back to some degree bully ball. We've been critical of Toth numerous times this year. Dude was out pancaking dudes.
Yeah.
Right? He was always pulling, always on a run, always finding his block, clearing lanes. He played a great football game. They got back to a more physical brand of football. And what that did, weird concept, it allowed you to marry your concepts. So when you're going under center running power football, now you're bringing the safety up in the box. Guess what? Play action means something now. So what did I think about the run game? I thought it was physical. I thought it was a branded style of football that I think opened up the rest of the game, opened up the passing game, which then that leads to 38 points.
You know what? It's so refreshing just to see Eagles fans. I got to give it to you. I mean, it's not like me, the average white guy, and Black Gritty were up here on the panel talking.
Is that my official new nickname?
Man,
you just went with
you two,
me, average white guy, and then Black Gritty.
You're absolutely.
I'm that average?
You crush me for repeating punching down, and you're going to make this man give a T-shirt that says
average white guy. Why I got to be average?
Listen, it's something about C3. It's something about C3 being over here that just makes you in a cranky.
I put you in a Baby Gap shirt one time. We haven't brought it up again, but here you keep.
I'm not even slinging shots either. I'm not doing anything to anybody. I'm just taking heat.
I apologize.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I lost what the hell I was saying.
I don't know what you were saying.
You got the memory. Is that memory?
You can't squirrel. I'm on a roll, and then you go, wait a minute, I got something to say, and then it just, whoops, swirl.
You made his face all sad. He's like, what did I do?
The run
average
game.
white guy.
Run game, right?
Yeah. Getting back to the run game. Like Eagles fans, I'll give you a lot of credit, and it's not like me and the rest of the fine, upstanding,
there you go,
gentlemen and stellar citizens on this panel sat here and said, we got the answer to everything. It's called under center play action passing, and blew all your minds. We collectively as a fan base are smart enough to spot this thing and say, hey, try this. Because you know why? There's a lot of benefits in it. Number one, Jalen Hurts has been running for his life. They know exactly where he is. The offense is becoming predictable. Not my words. The words of the players in your own locker room are saying that your stuff is predictable. Why may it be predictable? Because you're standing in shotgun and doing play action to a back where they can know exactly immediately, I'm in the 200 level and can say, oh no, this is a pass play, just from the way you're half-ass faking the ball to Saquon. It's an extra blocker bringing in the jumbo packages. But besides that, when you run play action, it buys you a second. Think about that. That's a second. That is worth its weight in gold in the NFL. It allows the linebackers to freeze and wonder, genuinely, not be predictable, but what is he going to do? His back is to the defense. Is he going to hand it to Saquon, who's coming off of a 2,000-yard season, or is he going to roll out and pass it? A lot of that stuff is manufacturing your own pockets in rollouts, allowing Jalen Hurts to keep his eyes downfield and target receivers. It also gives that's the difference between open and not open in the National Football League. And you could tell, despite the fact that A.J. Brown was not playing, they were still slinging the ball, still getting everyone involved. Dallas Goedert, creative plays. And so everything, listen, Eagles fans, we've been screaming about this for a long time. Play action pass under center. All of a sudden, now this Eagles team is on to something with the run game, which now looks effective.
So I let you guys go first so that all the positive things could be said. So that when I say what I'm about to say is, hey, Saquon, I hope you sat back and watched the rest of that game and saw Tank running the ball, okay? Because Saquon ran the ball effectively, but he ran like how he ran it last year. Holes got to be really big and really wide open for him to hit them lanes. Tank was running over people. He was getting hit in the backfield and still getting 9, 10 yards. Saquon's been getting hit in the backfield, getting 3 yards a carry. I've been asking for Tank or Shipley. I know Shipley's been banged up, but I've been asking to see someone else in there just so I can visually see how the running back would differentiate. And seeing that showed me him putting up those 104 yards. That's workmanlike. He didn't hit the big 65-yarder. He went out there, 8 yards, 7 yards, 9 yards, 13. Saquon, I need you to be able to do that. I need you to see hole, hit hole, and stop dancing all the time. You jumped over somebody backwards, and maybe you're doing a little bit too much dancing, but sitting there after he had his big explosion, and you know he wanted to get back in the game. You can see it in his face. He knew he was on a heater, and he was like, ah. But sitting back, allowing you to watch someone else run behind this line in a different way, hopefully Saquon sees like, you know what? Maybe I should be attacking a different way too. Not that you don't want to hit the home runs, but sometimes take what's given to you and stop trying to make something happen all the time.
And I'm sorry, just real quick. And that was apparent in the game. Like, again, I'm at the game, so you guys see different things than I see. You guys get the benefit of some things I don't see. I see some things you don't. When he went into that blue tent and came back out, he had helmet in hand, and he was in Patullo's ear. Put me back in. And they wouldn't let him.
And again,
they had to take that leash and put the dog on the leash. Be like, no, you get over there. We're going to handle that.
I think, look, Saquon averaged 11 yards a carry too, right? So now a lot of that 65-yard rip first quarter, okay, that's going to throw the numbers a little bit. But I think Saquon ran really well. I understand your point, right? So we have nothing to base it off of.
When I saw Corey Dillon in, he was averaging 7 yards a carry. Limited spots.
Corey Dillon?
Corey Dillon. Sorry, my brain.
Tank Bigsby?
No.
AJ.
AJ Dillon.
Oh, I'm like, Corey Dillon. What the hell?
We haven't seen him. My brain just blanks for a second.
Dillon? No, I'm second guessing myself.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
When we saw Dillon, I know his last name's Dillon. Another quad monster.
Corey Dillon.
Yeah, old school.
The
2003.
My brain, like I said, my brain is like, I've been seeing Dillon. I'm just rolling through stuff. But when he was in there, he was averaging 6 and 7 yards a carry too.
Yeah.
And that's what made me think, like, man, if you just hit it and went forward,
yeah,
you'd get those extra 3 or 4 yards. So when I saw someone else do it, that's my point. And I know that he had the big game, but I'm like, I want to see more of that against harder teams.
I do too. What I'm trying to compare it to, though, is, again, we're giving credit because Patullo went under center, right? He got his guy under center, and they played more of a north and south bully ball, physical brand of running the football, which we've been asking them to do. Would Tank Bigsby run that same way if they were in the RPO? They were predictable. I don't know. So I get what you mean. This was a situation where I feel that offense was there to be taken, no matter who the running back was. You got to go north and south. I agree.
And when Saquon's in there, I know everybody's keyed on Saquon. They want to stop Saquon. They're focused on Saquon. Sure. I get it. I'm just saying I want to see more direct hits.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's pay some bills real quick. Andrew.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, it's okay. I didn't see the graphic.
Yeah, that's fine.
Everybody's got their favorite hard tea, but have you ever turned the can to read what's in it? You can't, because they don't tell you. They don't tell you. And while they hide what's inside, Crooked Tea brags about it. Crooked Tea brews real USDA organic tea for real flavor with 0 sugar. No fake junk hiding behind the label. What you see, exactly what you drink. The next time you're at the store, flip the can. If you can't find the ingredients, just put it back. Just put it back. Then grab a Crooked Tea, 0 sugar, real tea, and fully transparent. You know it, Philly. Real recognizes real. So why drink fake stuff? Crooked Tea. The only thing better is a strip sack in the Super Bowl. Visit crookedtea.com to find a store near you. Nailed it.
You want me to go now? He said, nailed it.
Yeah, just take a minute for yourself.
Sure.
Whenever you're ready.
If your home needs a little TLC, or you're dreaming of that next big vacation, maybe even to see one of our Philly teams line up under center, run a play action, pin pull, whatever you want, listen up. TrueMark Financial's HELOC Select just got even better. Rates just dropped, making it more affordable to put your home's equity to work. Need a new kitchen, big repairs, maybe knock out some debt. With HELOC Select, you can access your cash all at once or when you need it. Total flexibility, just like a good game plan, Patullo. Make it happen today. Visit one of TrueMark's 24 branches or head to TrueMark.com/PHLY and get in the game today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender, NMLS 404938. That, my friend, is how you do it.
That is how you do it. I would love to be a fly on the wall down at the NovaCare to understand, because I was listening to Patullo talk in his press conference, saying a lot, and still at the same time not saying a damn thing whatsoever, because he'll just run like I've never seen word salad like Patullo puts out there, and then he answers the question for like 3 minutes, and you're like, what did that guy actually say? What did he actually? I would love to be a fly on the wall, because we heard about it last year, right? When the offensive line went into Nick Sirianni's office and said, yo, we got to start running the ball. That's our real identity. And they listened to him. What was the argument? What was the thing that was said? What veteran came up to you and said, hey, listen, man, we got to start running under center? Because I doubt it was Jalen. Because I know Jalen likes to be in the shotgun, but Jalen is also willing to do whatever it takes to win. And if that means, like, you hear Patullo saying, hey, listen, sometimes the games just kind of present themselves. You've never done this before in your life. So was it something on film? Was it something you saw another team do against the Giants? Was it something that a player suggested? Was it something that you heard the fan, like whatever, somebody talking about, and you just wanted to kind of implement it? Like, I would love to be a fly on the wall and say, what made you come to that decision and why?
Who was the center against the Giants?
Toth.
Who was the center against the Minnesota Vikings?
Toth.
So, again, wild speculation because I don't know anything and nothing ever matters and it's okay. But let me tell you, brother. So one
Is that an E-Rock impression? What was it?
No.
Got a little Hulk Hogan in there with the brother.
Yeah. This is somebody, everybody, nobody. So I remember back when I used to watch the interviews about when Kelsey was a center, and every single quarterback was like, he is the worst center to take a snap from because he fires the ball and you've got to brace for impact. Like when you first do it, you're not ready for the impact. Jalen was like, bro, you're not breaking my hands coming over here like that. Who did he train?
Fair.
Jurgen? So, and that's another beastly of a man. I'm thinking to myself, maybe I don't want to be under center with a dude just dropping nukes into my hands. Because apparently you put Toth back there, and Toth's like, here you go, bud. I like that. This is nice. And he's like, this feels nice. I think I like being under center. I don't have to worry about my fingers getting jammed or a break or a strain. This is a nice tush, taking a ball pushed to me. And again, wild speculation that doesn't mean anything. It's just from some mind like me. I'm saying, you put someone under the center that's different and the play looks different, maybe the quarterback's like, hey, this guy's not trying to break my hands. I'll go under center with this guy. Let's try it out. Yeah. Now again, wild speculation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who. It's interesting because that's an interesting point. We knew where it came from. It was very vocal last year in terms of where it came from. I'd be interested to understand. I'd like to think it came from my OC, right? I'd like to think my OC actually identified, hey, we have this type of personnel. We can be successful doing X, Y, Z. Why don't we implement that in the game plan? Jalen likes shotgun formation. I mean, he's 6 foot, right? So he wants as much time as he can get. He wants to be able to see over the line. He doesn't want to have his back turned, right, and waste that time. So I can understand why he would prefer at least the shotgun or the RPO. But it just mitigates so much of what you can do. We talk about marrying concepts. We talk about north and south and playing a branded style of football. When you can get up in the I formation, run some power football, attack the gaps, and then off of that, bring everybody up to the line. I mean, we already talked about Saquon ran for 2,000 last year, and I know he's not having a great season. Understood. Defenses still respect that, and defenses, when they say, "Hey, who do we have to stop?" That still starts with 26.
He's not having a great season because he had 2,000 yards.
Correct.
The same thing we talked about. Nobody ever goes for 2,000 back to back.
You don't repeat.
Everybody's keying in on you, so there is a part of that too. And again, people want to jump me because I'm jumping on Saquon. I know that they're gunning for him, and they want to stop him first, and they want to force him to pass. So that all has encompassing.
So lean in on that is my point. And Patullo needs to lean in on that, understanding that if we can get this guy going a little bit, make it a little easier to where we can then run the play action, and now they have to start respecting the pass. I mean, he threw for 100. Hurts threw for 179 yards, but 4 touchdowns. Those 4 touchdowns were there for a reason, much in part because of what they were able to do running the football. I don't know who came up with and the fact that I say this idea. Like, I don't know who ate the Wheaties that morning and said, "Hey, here it is." Right? I would like to say it was my OC and Patullo trying to put things together.
We do have an interesting trade today.
Yeah.
Interesting's a good word.
Interesting trade that there's
AJ Brown to the who?
No.
No.
No?
No.
But I thought,
No.
because he's tweeted.
Can we get over this, please? I don't even want to breathe
said,
life into this.
No.
What kind of tweeted again?
No.
No, he didn't tweet.
He hasn't said a word.
Yeah, that's
the
what
only
I
people
thought.
saying
Like,
anything is seen
my opening remarks
and any other national media puppet.
untrue because he said no.
So let me just talk about AJ real quick.
Yeah.
Because I know we
Just
spent
so we can-
far too long on it last week.
Yeah, we did. And that's fine because, again, we didn't do it. Sometimes you shoot yourself in the foot and it's okay. This last week, he's been quiet, but now the national media picks it up, which is, again, what we were talking about. You bring these conversations in, and now we can't even fight in-house and have our conversations. Now you got people outside coming in saying all kinds of wild things. Well, he's going to do this, and they're definitely doing that. And you didn't research the cap So you got to come back and, oh, I'm sorry, Schefter, you got to come back and apologize because you misspoke on, yeah, because you're not here. You're taking things out of context. And I hope that getting past this trade deadline, he's going to be here for the rest of the year. We love AJ. AJ hopefully loves us, and we can go on about the business of playing football without any tweets of mystery, of book reading or anything, because none of it matters except for what's on the field. He's a great player on a great team, and we want greatness, and that's all that should matter.
Okay, I'll try to be quick too. Let me just get this out here. For AJ's not going anywhere, so knock it off, right? AJ says he loves Philadelphia, and I get it. A lot of this is pomp and circumstance or just trying to be the professional. AJ's not going anywhere. It doesn't make sense financially. It doesn't make sense on a football field. The Eagles have poo-pooed it and shot it down. The only people breathing life into it are the national media pundits trying to get a story or some opposing anonymous faceless GMs that want to have an opinion. AJ's not going anywhere. And let me back this up even more to say, there was an article that he released in The Athletic, or that was released in The Athletic, talking about getting in the mind of AJ and why AJ's the way he is. AJ loves this team. AJ loves a winning brand of football. He wants to win, but what makes AJ tick is being that dog and being that beast. And I get it. When we're built around the Saquons of the world and the Jalen Hurts of the world, where all they talk about is team and getting the win, it doesn't matter how it looks, all that works for some people. I appreciate that. For other guys, it may not work. They didn't get to this level to become a professional athlete, let alone one of the best in the game, by just being okay on the field. No, he wants to be a dog. That's what drives him. The final point I'll make is he's being vulnerable, AJ. He's speaking his mind. You want to know. We say it all the time in Philadelphia. Be real with me. Tell me what you think, what you feel. But every time somebody does, now you got criticism. So we need to pick and choose here in Philadelphia. Do we want our guys to be honest with you, give you a sneak peek, let you in a little bit to the mental, what drives them and what motivates them? Or are you just going to, hey, look, shut up and play the company, man, get on the field. I don't care about your personal, what your personal goals are, what numbers and stats you want. I don't care what drives you. Just shut up and play football. You can't have it both ways.
You know, I got a clip, and I'm happy to play it from a terrestrial radio station because it's my man Busta from Q102, great guy, love the dude, and Gilly the Kid.
Oh, Gilly.
Yeah, Andrew, can we play this clip real quick?
Gilly, what are your thoughts on the A.J. Brown controversy?
Okay, let's just be for real, okay?
Yeah.
Winning is a quarterback stat.
Okay.
We won. That's all that matters. That's cool. But that's a quarterback stat. You cannot give somebody a boatload of money and then look up at the end of the year, yeah, we won, but A.J. Brown had 800 yards receiving. Because now the organization tends to believe we can do it without you. Because we could get anybody in here and they might come up with 800 yards.
Right.
So when you a player and you want to be great and you know your greatness, bro, sometimes it's going to be a little frustrating. That come with the game because he actually wants to be great. And he actually knows that the person that's on the other side of me cannot guard me. I don't care who it is. I'm too big. I'm too strong. My hands are too good. So do we want to take that away from him? The competitiveness? No.
Right, but with the addition of social media, and I know I'm talking to two guys.
That drives the point home. That drives the point home because what I saw in there was Gilly talking, but that's not Gilly talking. That's not Gilly's opinion on the situation. Gilly talks to these guys. And so what you heard was basically A.J. Brown talking. And that it wasn't about wins because he already won one. Wins is a quarterback stat. He has the ability to be great, and he wants to be great, which I'll never fault a man for, wanting to be great. But here in Philadelphia, where the disconnect is and where you're like pick and choose and where the disconnect with the Philadelphia thing is, to us, the win is what matters. To Saquon Barkley, who had an opportunity at the rushing title, to etch his name into history, the win was more important.
Yeah, and that bag of money he got out.
Yeah, the check was important too, but I get you.
So okay, so AJ's check's not important to him?
Of course it is.
So what I'm saying is, if I'm interpreting that, I don't fault AJ, because I think that was AJ speaking through Gilly. I don't fault AJ for feeling that way and wanting to be great, nor the words that he said recently about where he wants to contribute and he wants to dominate, and that's a dog in him. So you mean to tell me that the ring, you got your ring, you did your individual team stat, now you're worried about numero uno. You're worried about you. That's what it comes across. That it no longer is about the wins, because the wins are a quarterback stat. I need to get mine in order to cement my personal legacy, and I'm trying to basically alter that, because my personal legacy hinges on the guy underneath center.
Okay, but it does.
So
but the
It
reality
does.
is it does.
It does.
We can't act like
And
that
those
isn't a
two
part of it.
aren't good.
So here's the thing. What you said is absolutely right. And I'm 100% okay with that. I'm okay with A.J. Brown feeling like Gilly said, whether he said it or not. If he felt that way.
So you feel good about the tweets, and you feel good about all the cryptic stuff.
This is what I'm saying. You got to let me finish.
Right.
I feel good about him feeling that way. I feel good about that's the way he takes it. Some people, it takes them different to get motivated up in the morning.
Yes.
It takes them a little bit something to get juiced up. The problem I have is when you act like someone who's sensitive. Because again, I can't even bring females into it because my daughter's more of a dog. She wouldn't go to the internet. She'd go to the coach. So my thing is, if you have that problem, go bark at your OC. Go bark at your quarterback. Go bark at your head coach. Go bark at the lady who's making your cheesesteaks at the lunch line. Don't go tweeting sassy, cryptic stuff on the internet. That's where the disconnect is for me. I don't care that you want what you want. Matter of fact, I know that you're sitting there. All right, look, I've got a pretty good following. I look at you sometimes, I'm like, man, that was all right. How come he got 1 million likes on his tweet? I can't get it. But you know what? You already got a gold jacket. And that's what AJ's looking at. He's looking at his counterpart across from him, who is a Heisman Trophy winner, a national champion, and a Super Bowl champion. If Smitty quit today, he's got a gold jacket. AJ's like, bro, I need like 3 more All-Pros. I need 3 more 1,000 yards. I need at least 50 more touchdowns. I'm trying to get mine. And that I don't mind that. What I mind is when you go on the internet, well, the dogs of the life sometimes shed light on my heart, and I feel as though that's what I have a problem with.
Tonight is the night that I will fall for you. When he gets freaking
Yo,
emo
retweets
about it.
again. That's what I'm posting. I'm CGI and AJ into that guy.
So hear me out. We always talk about you can judge a guy based on the company he keeps, right? You want to surround yourself. You want people around you that are more talented than you or smarter than you, whatever, to pull you up rather than drag you down.
That's one reason I'm here on
Right?
this show.
So he's surrounded by some pretty damn good players, right? He's surrounded by a really good football team. And if he feels like he needs that as motivation, that he needs to eat too, that he needs to get whatever it is that motivates him, if that's what he needs to do what he does on Sundays, then so be it. Now, the problem to me, I know you can shake your head no all you want, but the reality is the only reason this is a problem is because of access. He's just not the first wide receiver that wants to get his accolades. He's not the first wide receiver that says, throw me the damn ball. The problem is we have so much access to what these guys say. They have access to provide us with what they think and what they feel. Years ago, it was just about what you did on Sunday. I saw you one day a week. Maybe I had a newspaper clipping. I don't know. But with the access and technology we have now, we know every damn thing he's thinking, feeling, saying, all of it, and we can't handle it. Myles Garrett just signed a massive deal.
He can't even talk. Don't
Hold on. No. I know he can't. But he just signed a massive deal. Would we all agree that Myles Garrett's the best defensive end in football?
Yeah.
Right? Yes? Easy. If Myles Garrett got double teamed and or triple teamed every single snap and finished the year with 4 sacks, but they were winning football games, you think Myles Garrett would come out and say, yeah, I had a good year? No, he would feel like he didn't live up to who he is, the way he dominates, the contract that was given, because he only had 4 sacks in the season. But yeah, I know, Myles, but you were double teamed every snap. A.J. Brown's getting that type of coverage. It's frustrating. So when he has an opportunity, he wants the football. He wants to feel like he's that alpha, that beast, that dog, that difference maker that every dominant athlete has to have to get to that level. So no, I don't want him to sequester that. I don't want you to tuck that away. That's what brings out the best in him.
But when what brings the best out in him is a stressor to the rest of the team, I don't know.
Then I would question the strength of the rest of the
Yeah,
team.
whoa. Maybe I'm just making stuff up in my head. Maybe I'm just fitting things to fit an own personal narrative, and I won't deny that. But did it not seem like they were playing a little happier, freer, and looser without 11 in the lineup?
Let's take that out of it. Let's take that out of
But
it.
we'll get to that because that matters. Go ahead.
Let's take that out of it.
Okay.
What do the New York Giants have going for them?
Defensive line.
No, their defense, their run game's trash.
No. What do the New York Giants? The defense line is awesome. They've drafted.
Yeah.
No, but their numbers are trash.
But
Fair.
what do they have going for them?
Jackson Dart.
Vibes. That's all they got. They got Scatterboo and 2 white boys free. And don't look at me like that. We got exciting whites on our team. I saw the t-shirts. Shut your little grin face up. All they have is vibes. And when they come in and they beat the Eagles and everybody's doing the dance and everybody's freaking it and shaking it and scatterbooing, all they have is vibes. Sometimes you need the vibes. So when the team, what you just said, when the team looks a little lighter and you don't have to stress and you're just happy to be here, and you saw the quarterback going up and talking to Dotson and the other wide receivers on the side, when normally you can't talk to certain wide receivers because they're in a, again, I like gladiator mode too. I understand everybody's in gladiator mode, don't talk to me. I get that. But I'm just saying, sometimes you need vibes to help the team carry through in certain parts.
Did we not see vibes last year?
But I'm confused. Who are you agreeing with?
Huh?
Who are you agreeing with? Oh, he's agreeing with me. Okay.
But did we not see vibes last year? We're acting like A.J. Brown can't be a part of vibes. We're acting like A.J. Brown having a day, going out there in this offense, moving the ball in the Super Bowl. Were there not vibes? Was A.J. not a part of those vibes?
But that's the problem. You just went out and again, you saw your counterpart, Heisman Trophy winning gold jacket guy, break his own personal record. You had 121 yards and 2 tutties, and you still tweeted negative. You couldn't even be happy in that moment.
Hold on.
That's the vibes we're talking about.
Fair.
Where's the kid in play, shaking and grooving, twisting and grinding?
This is the disconnect, though. This is the disconnect, genuinely. We are on the outside of all this, right? Mm-hmm. We're not in the locker room. We ain't playing the games. We ain't prepping for this. I'm not at practice. We don't have anything to do with this. But they beat the Minnesota Vikings, or they were winning football games this year. And what were we doing in here? We were either bitching about the defense, we were bitching about Patullo, we were bitching about the special teams, we were bitching about whatever we were going to bitch about, no matter what. But they were winning football games, and we were still frustrated and upset. And we're not even attached to it. We got nothing to do with nothing. These dudes are in there living it, breathing it. He's the one putting in the work with all the other 52 guys. So he's allowed to, if anybody, the players are the ones allowed to be frustrated. Why can we be frustrated but they can't be?
Don't run to the internet.
I'm not arguing that though, but I'm not arguing that.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to argue.
I just want to set the precedent, set the table.
I'm talking about that. I want to make a difference.
There's things that are fixable and things that are not, right? And sometimes in life, when you realize that things aren't fixable, they're not going to get better, but they could certainly get worse. I just want to prep Eagles fans. I don't think a trade's happening in season.
It's not. It's not.
I just said it's not.
I said I don't think.
He's guaranteeing it. He's putting a stamp on it.
It's not.
It's not happening.
It's not happening.
You know what is happening?
And I'm telling you right now.
You know what is happening?
What's that?
Enjoy A.J. Brown for the rest of the season.
We're going to pay some bills. That's what's happening. I guarantee you that. That's about to happen right now.
You want me to start it? You want to start it?
You start it.
I'll start it. Whatever. Here we go. Holiday steals are here at Ashley. It's the perfect time to get your home ready for the season and save big. From stunning dining room sets for all your holiday feasts to super cozy sectionals perfect for movie nights. We have everything you need to make this season magical. And the more you shop, the more you save with up to 25% off store-wide. Or take advantage of our special pricing, our special financing, I should say, with 5 years, no interest. Discover our great deals in-store and online only at Ashley.
I don't like this. I love it, but I don't like that I'm not there. I might have to fix that. Philly Sports Trips.
Yes.
Ready for the Ultimate Flyer getaway. They're going to 2 games? See, this is what happens. You can actually read. I read ahead. They're going to 2 games, March 17th and 22nd. They're in the West Coast, living it up big. Anaheim Ducks, Honda Center, LA Kings at the Crypto Arena. Why am I not there? A 5-night package at Santa Monica? Group tickets for both games available. Flyers watch party, inclusive meet and greet with John Leclerc. What's the whole crew's gonna be there?
Don't E-Rock it now.
No, I'm saying I'm reading.
Read it. Don't E-Rock it.
Trips crew will be there to handle your detail, so you can enjoy the sun, fun, and sights of hockey. Sun, fun, and hockey and the sights. This is California Vacation Flyers' dream of. I do dream of this. A couple. What? Sponsor limited PHLY.com/events, the Crypto Arena, and the Honda Center. Philly Sports. I'm Black Gritty. How you ain't trying to slide your boy up in there? I shake a couple things for the people. You know what I mean? I do a meet and greet, a handshake. Yeah, check it out. RPHLY.com/events. Philly Sports Trips. Holla at your boy. I was reading it. There was a lot.
You were
there.
not reading it. You were vibing it. That's what you were doing. That's a vibe.
My problem
That was the
I read
vibe.
ahead. I shouldn't read ahead.
I'm gonna run to Twitter and
I'm
tell
trying to
you how
hang
much
out
I
with
hate
y'all,
it.
Leclerc. I want to hang out with y'all, Leclerc.
Le Croix.
Black Gritty's using me,
Oh,
but he ain't using me.
he's not using.
He's not yet.
Right?
Exactly.
That's part of his inner excellence.
We got off on
That
this
guy is
AJ
a
Brown
little
tangent,
cool.
which was guaranteed to happen. It, like, honest to God, we tried to avoid it for as long as we can.
You buried
And
it in
it's
the
ju-
middle of the show.
Yeah, and it's just going to creep into it. But we started off by talking about a trade that happened. Breaking news: a trade that happens. The Eagles receive Michael Carter, slot corner from the vaunted New York Jets defense, plus a 7th-round pick for John Mechie and a 6th-round pick. Michael Carter, a former 5th-round pick out of Joe Douglas, who's now with the Philadelphia Eagles. So Joe Douglas knows this pick intimately. And in 2024, signed a $30.75 million contract for 3 years, making him the highest paid slot corner in NFL history. Keyword being slot corner. So what, Black Gritty, does this trade tell you about the Eagles and the defense moving forward?
We have flexibility. This doesn't mean anything, and any pundit outside of Vic Fangio that tells you that someone's going to get solidified somewhere or be somewhere else, you don't know what you're talking about. We've got the bye week. He's going to put guys in their positions. He's got, I know what everybody wants to think they're going to say, but he's got the perfect Swiss Army knife in his slot position that moves and he can miss all over the place. So as far as I'm concerned, we have another body that's an upgrade-ish, right? We feel better about it. I don't know. So we've got options, and we needed options. We need help.
Is he an option? Sure, he's a body. And I know who he was in 2023. In 2024, he ranked 88th out of 89 eligible corners.
Don't bring up stats.
I think this year, opposing QBs have had a 109 QBR against him. Is that an option for you? I like Michael Carter II. I liked him a lot more in 2023. The reality is can he stay healthy? He's had back issues. I think he had concussion. I think he had a shoulder injury. The guy gets banged up on the field. So I don't know if he's somebody you can rely on. He's certainly an option. Again, if you can keep him healthy, but then where do you put him? Are you putting him in a slot at a detriment to who might be the best slot corner in football currently? Now, granted, you can move DeJean wherever you want. He's a football player, right? And Vic has said so. But I don't know that Vic really wants to move him out of the slot. So this trade kind of confused me a little bit. I like the name. I'm not sure that he's much of an upgrade yet, but we'll find out.
And can I say something real quick before you say it? Mine's real short. You read those stats off and you made it sound really bad, and I don't like that.
Okay.
So I will say that he's on the Jets.
Okay, sure.
And being here under better
hold
tutelage
on.
will make
So,
him a little bit better.
I don't want to make you feel even worse, but he's not the Jets slot corner. He got benched. He's a special teamer with the Jets. So I'm just here to help.
Just told you to stop telling me things that are accurate and true.
I know.
I just asked you.
Facts over feelings. That's how I operate.
Go ahead, E-Rock. He's not listening. That's his problem.
You're right. That's what
I
do.
Gritty, again, I'm in chair number 3, and there's something ornery about this chair. There's something when you sit in this chair, you start to get angry and you want to disagree.
Feel the dog side, my son.
So I'm going to do exactly
dog
what Gritty does, and I'm going to stand here and very calmly tell you, I appreciate your opinion, Gritty. I appreciate your opinion, Ashworth, but don't listen to either one of these two gentlemen because they don't know what they're talking about and they're horrible people.
Yep.
Right? That's how they are.
Valid.
Can I stick a landing? Can I stick a landing?
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
This is a low risk, high reward thing. If it plays out the way we hope it plays out, we now have one of the better available on the market, available for trade slot corners in the NFL. Battling injury, I understand that. PFF could say what they want. Gritty just said, and I agree with you in that aspect. He's on the New York Jets. So you can take everything that happens with the New York Jets under the lens of they are indeed the New York Jets, and you got children walking out of your stadium saying how much they hate this team despite being born into it, okay? So if they have the availability, listen, I appreciate Cooper DeJean's flexibility and adaptability and the ability to play multiple positions. But on base, he's playing outside anyway. On base right now, he's playing outside anyway. And much like A.J. Brown, I don't want to put a guy in a position that's best for him or put him in a position for individual success when it's hurting the team. And what is hurting the team? When you either got a Dory Jackson, Keely Ringo, or Bennett in there, even though Bennett's the 21 practice, that whatever, he's going to be elevated and activated, right? Those three are just guys. They're just guys. It doesn't matter that the number's different, the height and the weight is different. They're just guys. They're all at the same talent level, right? If this works out, it's going to give Cooper DeJean a permanent home on the outside so he doesn't have to move from base to nickel. He's staying on the outside. And if it works out, this kid is going to play the slot corner receiver.
But I don't know that you want that necessarily.
Do you want Keely out there?
No, you don't. But again,
It's
part
the
of what
lesser
makes
of two evils.
Okay, but then don't make the trade. If the trade is simply just for lesser of two evils, are we out there trying to make lesser of two evils? Or are we out there trying to repeat a Super Bowl champions?
There's only so much that's out there and available.
I agree.
You got Mechie, who you traded for, who's not getting any time whatsoever.
Correct.
And a 6th-round pick that you could, if things work out correctly, now you're a guy Cooper on the outside.
Correct. But then I would revert back to your original point to just say I would lump Michael Carter, currently speaking. Can he be a different player in Vic Fangio's defense if he stays at, sure, maybe.
Slot corner.
You
can't put Keely in the slot. You can't put Adoree in the
I
slot.
know
You can't put Bennett in the slot.
Apparently the Jets couldn't put him in the slot either. Right? I mean, I'm just trying to temper
works
our
out,
expectations.
Oh,
That's
my
all I'm
expectations are
saying.
zero.
Right now, to me, he's just a guy.
No, I'm not penciling in this kid as the starting slot corner.
Okay.
But if it
right.
works out, it now gives Cooper a
Okay.
permanent home on the outside where no matter what package you're putting in there defensively, he's focused on one thing.
You're not listening to one thing he's saying underneath his breath every time he speaks about the subject.
Who, me?
E-Rock.
I'm not listening.
You're not hearing what he's saying.
Okay.
There's nothing about that seat. There's undertones in the conversation when you make statements.
Okay.
And he keeps saying over and over and over again to you, and you're not hearing it.
Go ahead.
You want some white cornerbacks? You gonna get some white cornerbacks. You want some white cornerbacks? Every time you say something, that's what he's literally saying back to you. And you keep arguing the point. He's barking you down, literally saying, you want some white cornerbacks? We gonna get you some white cornerbacks. That's all E-Rock is saying.
Right.
He don't care about nothing you got going on right now.
Okay.
Everything you say is getting shouted down with, you want some white cornerbacks? Because this is how we get white cornerbacks.
You're not wrong.
So you're most likely right. We just have reservations about it, and I just feel a certain way because Vic's going to put the best person in the best position. So no matter what, I'm going to be happy with it because I trust in him complicitly with what he sees on the field and his players.
And you're also talking about temper your expectations. 100%. Let's temper our expectations, guys. Let's temper our expectations on the whole trade deadline to begin with. There's not going to be key people out there that the Eagles are going to trade for. Again, if you look at we went through the 5-2 lump that was the NFC standings. We're still in the 5-1-1 Green Bay, 6-2. We got the 2 seed. Tampa 6-2. Seattle 5-2. Detroit 5-2.
And we've got tiebreakers with a lot of those teams.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, who's going to give up?
Oh, I already know it. We already know the answer.
It's going to be slim pickings out there, and the sellers are going to be like, okay, who wants it?
Guys, I'm telling you right now.
It's going to cost an arm and a leg to get.
And even the sellers aren't selling because the Bengals are here winning games for no reason.
Wait till you hear it. Wait till you hear it. Well, as a trade deadline comes and goes, well, we view it like we've added Brandon Graham and we're getting Nolan Smith back and Bennett's now healthy. We view those guys as guys we've added to this team. We didn't have to give anything up for him, right? So I agree. It's going to be tough, and that guy probably isn't out there. And if he is out there, the demands to acquire a guy of that caliber are probably way out of what Howie is willing to talk about a deal right now.
Oh, yeah.
So just be prepared for that conversation to say, well, we added Michael Carter II. We think he's going to slide in nicely. And then X, Y, Z. are going to be back healthy, and we think that they're going to help this football team move.
If there's any moves, they're going to be small moves, and that's just the way it's going to be right now. Like,
they're trading for Myles Garrett.
Yeah. God. I have a long soliloquy about Myles Garrett, but I'm sure it's not our show to care about it. But it's like, man, the same thing I talk about with somebody in the comments was like, oh, so AJ took the bag and he's got to shut up. I'm not talking about that for him because he's a part of the team. He's here and he accepted the money and then won a Super Bowl. Like, and he had hope. Myles Garrett, you took that bag with no hope. You looked at the list of quarterbacks that have been chosen since 2000 and you said, I want to stay here when you could have went anywhere and miss out on $10, $20 million? You could have gotten endorsements. Like, that's on you, bro. Shut up and suffer.
Isn't that wild, though? Isn't that wild that we can sit here and trust me, I 100% agree with you. But we can sit here and tell another man, like, well, it's $10 to $20 million. Whatever. You didn't need it. Like, I can have whatever opinion I want of Myles Garrett. I can. It's convenient for me. If I told you I didn't want to play in Cleveland and somebody slid me $45 million a year, maybe it ain't that bad. I'm just telling you, I don't agree, but I understand.
And again,
I'm not saying you should have done it.
Yeah,
but I understand.
And to my,
I understand.
And to the other point of that is, don't cry so milk. Because earlier I was going to jump on you when you said about if he only gets 4 sacks, and you know what? I saw an all-time Eagle here be the man get paid $100 million. And then after 2 years, when he got just a little bit older, but he was demanding double teams and triple teams at some point, and his sack production went down, and everyone else around him got to eat. No one with a bird brain said, well, if you look at it, he's getting double teamed. No one stuck up for this man. They just said, oh, you gave him $100 million and now he can't produce? You gave him $100 million because he was beating double teams. And now they're putting triple teams on him. They're stunting guys on him to stop him, which is allowing other guys to go eat, which is still, he's doing his job and he's worth every penny. So that's why those guys don't complain at the end of the year when they've only got 4 sacks. Because no matter what you say, the stats might not show anymore, but I'm doing my job. Myles Garrett is just at the prime of his meat where it's like, you can put 3 guys on me, I'm still...
It don't matter.
It don't matter. It don't matter. So he's got another year or 2 of that before he starts like, I need some help in here. Help me. So that whole thing is just a weird situation. Now, let's get on to the Woo Player of the Week, Andrew. I know I just sprung it on you, but we're getting lit long in the tooth here, so we got to do that and then talk about what we're doing on the bye. If we're having a barbecue, a kumbaya session. You know what I mean? I know you guys got honey-do list to do, suckers. Honey-do list. The mile is wide on this one, boy. Y'all gonna be working this weekend.
I got a good one at home. No.
So, Woo Player of the Week, in case you didn't know, the way it works is I pick a random order. I tell people which way they're going. You get to pick one player preferably, that is your player of the week. You do not mention another player's name. If you do, E-Rock will slap himself because he's the one that usually does it. Everybody else gets to survive and live. And
if anybody says another player, E-Rock has to slap himself. Yeah. So if I name 2 players, E-Rock has to.
That's
love
how
it.
We're doing it this
love
week.
It.
It
love
sounds
it.
Great.
Love it.
In my defense, this is usually about the point in time in the show where the
edible
kicks in. So I forget.
Who I am, who they said anymore.
What's the order?
So I will go first because I'm in E-Rock's chair. Then you, then E-Rock, and then Andrew. And
Stay on your toes,
I let Andrew go in the middle last week. I let him go last this time. See if there's some pickings left. So putting myself in this position, and I haven't thought about this at all because I just remembered that we had to do Woo Player. I'm going to talk about someone that I think deserves all the love in the world. And it's someone who's not on our team, but it's someone who made me realize that vibes do matter. Vibes matter a lot. Scatterboo, you're my Woo Player of the Week. And I say that because you got injured, and not only did you get injured on our turf, which we always talk about people getting hurt at MetLife and all the injuries that are going up there, but you got hurt here at home, which doesn't usually happen on our field and our turf. But the Philadelphia fans cheer for you. They were positive for you, and you put your thumbs up. We had hope for you because we know you're a vibes guy. You're a young kid coming on the scene. People are happy for you. Someone went out there to the hospital, got you a cheesesteak, some pizza, some flour for your family, came to check up on you. I don't know what his name is.
Yeah, what's his name?
He is a big, burly, sexy Batman of a man. He rides around in like 42 Escalades. Everybody know who I'm talking about.
You want to smack
Right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it.
Well, who
But
is it?
he went there and he took care of Scatterboo.
Wait, who is it?
The fact that the love of Philadelphia was on display,
My name.
was on display for everyone else to see how good of people we are. That's why you're my Woo Player of the Week, because you not only brought the vibes for your team, which we took the vibes when we won, but you brought the vibe back to Philadelphia because this is city brotherly love, and we showed you brotherly love, and you even had to say thank you for all the love we showed. So Scatterboo, you are my Woo Player of the Week.
So it's unfortunate that we just had the conversation that we had, and I could very easily just shift and pivot, but I'd rather not because I'd like to delve into it a little more. The Philadelphia Eagles had 5 sacks on Sunday against the Giants. My Woo Player of the Week had 5 sacks himself on Sunday. We just talked about it, but I feel like that is worthy of a Woo Player of the Week, not for one reason, for two. First reason, Myles Garrett, you're my Woo Player of the Week, because you balled out. You have 5 damn sacks in one game. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you're playing. You get 5 sacks in a game, you're getting my Woo Player of the Week. How you doing? The second reason that he's my Woo Player of the Week, check me on this one, is because you wanted to opt out of that contract. You wanted to be traded from the Cleveland Browns, but you decided to stay for the bag that had me going, ooh.
Who did they even play? They got 5 sacks. They
They got smoked by the wasn't the Patriots, right? Yeah, like 32-13 or something.
Yes,
like
they
that.
did.
What's his name? He's not that good.
What's his name? What is his name?
I don't know what his name is.
Can I say his name?
I don't know what his
Straight
name
May. Smack yourself. Boom.
is. See, that's terrible.
For me, I wanted to use Myles Garrett for 2 reasons. One, the player on the field, you deserve the Woo Player of the Week. But your decision making off the field had us all saying, woo,
Woo!
Player of the Week.
His face is so upset because there's 2 non-Eagles called
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
He
Yeah,
is disgusted.
he
He is disgusted. I'm gonna
He's
put it
out
in
of his comfort
slow-mo.
zone. He's out of his
face is
comfort zone.
What city
We
are
went
we
with a
in?
Giant and we went with a Brown?
This is not.
It's wide open for you now.
I just, before I get to wooing,
I know who he's going to do, too. He's so cookie cutter.
Oh, damn, that was racist.
Let's see.
hey, at least I'm not the average white.
True. Valid point. Valid point.
So hold on. Before I get back to you now,
Yeah.
I do want it noted and on record that it is not lost on me while I was at MetLife Stadium that they were flashing signs of the Phillies score when they were eliminated by the Dodgers up on their jumbotrons, and they were playing the Always Sunny theme to troll the Eagles fans that were there.
They were.
And those classless Eagles fans, those dirty, classless, some of them bitches, up there in the stands wearing Kelly green, when Scatterboo went down, gave him an ovation on his way off the field. Those classless Eagles fans.
City brotherly love on display.
Yeah, it's not lost on me. The tale of 2 cities on this one. Who's going to be my woo? Who's going to be my woo? You tell me who I'm wooing.
You said
My
you
guess,
knew.
I would say Zach Ertz.
No, although
I was close.
we need to start seriously in my show notes, my show prep. I did put down like 1 week that we need to have a serious conversation about Zach Ertz in the Hall of Fame. While I'm wooing, can you look up top tight ends receiving stats?
What do you need to know? He's 1 of 5 to have 800 receptions. Tony Gonzalez, I believe, is tops. Correct? Still?
Can
Or
you
is
pull
Travis
up
Kelce
all-time receptions and
Kelce.
all-time
Kelce.
receiving yards by a tight end? Because we're going to need to have a conversation about number 86.
Don't look up Yak, just receiving yards.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Woo Player of the Week. Who you got?
My Woo Player of the Week is Kevin Patullo.
Oh.
You've caught the ire of the entire fan base, the entire city, for a number of weeks now. His offense is predictable. His offense can't run the ball. His offense is dinged up, but his offense is not effective. And then, albeit against the New York Giants, I understand there's an asterisk to this, but it's the same New Jersey Giants, you might as well call it. That boat race.
You'll get
Boat race. Your ass is up at MetLife Stadium. You came in and started going under center. You came in with somebody who's eligible, who I will not name, but you know exactly who I'm talking about. 6-man offensive line, under center, everything. Hey, Patullo, listen, I'll criticize you when I think your offense is garbage, but when it's not, I got to make you my player of the week. What are the tight ends? Let's talk tight ends real quick.
Okay, so Tony Gonzalez, he holds the record right now.
Right.
15,127 yards.
That's a lot, man. That's a lot.
Zach Ertz.
Well, hold on. Who's next?
Oh, I don't have an actual list. I was just going to give you the...
Go to your woo, and then I want a list of...
I'll look it up.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
What's your woo?
Yeah, my woo. My woo is not even in the game of football.
Really?
Okay.
Let's go a little backstory here. It's been years that we have dragged our feet.
Dragging them.
We have watched in misery a team that could not break the second round year after year after year after year. A beard comes in. A Australian guy comes in that doesn't know how to play the game anymore.
Jordan Malott?
Who wants to pass up the ball
okay.
all the time.
Okay.
A big man with knees of glass. And then you know what happens? You know what happens?
What?
That franchise that everybody discounted, didn't like, wanted to throw away in the garbage. Drafted a kid. They drafted a kid this past draft by the name of VJ Edgecombe. And that kid has come out like a pistol. You want to talk about vibes? You want to talk about energy?
Yeah.
You want to talk about a bad-ass mofo?
Yeah.
VJ Edgecombe, you, sir, are my player
of the week.
Well played. Well played. Tight end stats.
Yes,
So I
sir.
want to pause on that Hall of Fame candidacy.
Relax.
So relax. We got Tony Gonzalez with 15,000 receiving yards.
Hall of Fame.
Just after him, Jason Witten at 13,000.
Future Hall of
Travis Kelce, 12,600.
Future Hall of Famer.
Antonio Gates, 11,800.
Current Hall of Famer.
Shannon Sharp, 10,000.
Already in.
Rob Gronkowski, 9,200, but he
Will be
also
in.
had 92 touchdowns. All the way down at 9 is your boy Zach Ertz with 8,333.
Top 10.
Top 10
Top 10. However,
touchdowns
with
are a bit of a gap.
bit of a
He's
gap.
got 57.
Not about touchdowns.
By the time
Fair.
Zach Ertz finishes this season, he will
All right, so give him like 8,500 yards.
he will now be right behind Gronkowski at 7.
Yeah, but Gronkowski had 90-some touchdowns. He's got 57. And Gronkowski is the most... I'm not arguing your point.
All I'm saying,
It's a conversation.
Like Zach Ertz is not in the conversation. Zach Ertz should be in the conversation as someday. I'm not saying he's first ballot. Jason Witten's eligible, I think, for the first time for the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Is he a Super Bowl champion?
He's not.
Okay.
I'm not sure he's a first ballot, but he's definitely going in. At some point, especially if Zach Ertz plays another year, we're going to have a legitimate conversation.
The Super Bowl championship is a difference maker for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, everybody that's in the Hall of Fame above him, well, Gates doesn't, but Gates is so much more dominant.
Yeah.
Witten didn't.
All I'm saying
Gonzalez
is a tip
didn't.
of the cap to Zach Ertz.
Yeah, it
Even though
helps.
you're a commander now, I see you, dog. I'm just saying, I see you. You'll always be an Eagle. And we have to start thinking about having a conversation about you wearing a gold jacket.
When they
That's all I'm
traded
saying.
him to the Cardinals, did you think we'd be sitting here in 2025 still talking about Zach Ertz?
I didn't think we'd.
I did.
I didn't think we'd still be sitting around talking about Aaron Rodgers and Joe Flacco. To be honest with you, but I mean, here we are. Here we are. Old men rolling the roost.
So I thought he'd still be playing. I always called him No Yak Zach.
Yeah.
He no matter what, he can catch the ball.
Sure.
And
No matter what. Yeah. He can catch the ball, go down. Catch the ball, go down. Catch the ball, go down. Like he will catch the ball. I like to look at his receptions because he's always available for his quarterbacks.
Take a peek.
He's always there taking those lines, that safety net for guys. So for that, it's not like he was the most athletic guy. He wasn't Gronkowski trucking people, rumbling, stumbling. You know what I mean? He's just a guy who knows where to get his spot and get open and catch the ball. So that can extend your career. It's just here we still need you to block because we still need you to, you know what I mean? The thing I don't like about Goddard is he's always doing the E-Honda and his shoulder's always getting popped out because he's always,
Great reference.
you know what I mean? He's always with his arm out. You know what I mean?
But they've really been utilizing like Dallas Goedert. I know he wanted to seek a trade, more money, yada yada. He's putting himself in a position to like demand stuff now because they are really utilizing him, and he has been a weapon in this offense. How fortunate are we?
He's a young quarterback safety net. He is.
How fortunate are we to go from Brent Selleck to Zach Ertz to Dallas Goedert? Like has tight end ever really been it's so one of those things that we kind of
Chad
take.
Lewis.
I was just going to say you had Chad Lewis before then.
Yeah, Chad was Chad, but really we've been fortunate at the tight end position is the point I'm trying to make.
Mm-hmm.
So you say that, I just want to bring this up because it's random, just football talk. And we'll do a lot of this next week on the bye week. I'm going to put a list of fun things for us to just talk about football before we talk about the next game. We'll just talk about some fun stuff.
I like it.
One thing that I saw that cracked me up is akin to the Myles Garrett thing. You look at the NFC North, and it's like the Bears, 42 quarterbacks. The Lions, 23 quarterbacks. What's the other team? The Vikings, 92 quarterbacks.
Packers.
And the Packers, 1, 2, 3. And if 3 other teams in your conference and division can't look over at you, going to prom every year, supermodel contracts, and not realizing, hey, maybe we draft a kid, sit him on the bench for 3 years, let him learn the game, and then bring him in. How do you not understand that that's what the difference is? Because Love is fine. I don't think he's anything special. He might luck around and get 1 Super Bowl. Maybe. But the thing is, he didn't get thrown into the fire where his brain got beat in before he got a chance to learn football in a position where you're in the Packers. I expect you to win. You're on the Bears. We need you to win. You're on the Lions. You're never going to win. Just look at that formula and adjust, and they can't do it.
I don't think it's a formula. I think it's a matter of circumstance. Because a lot of these quarterbacks that get drafted either in the top 5 or we've seen at plenty of time teams reach to trade up into the top 10 and almost overdraft a guy, right? People are looking to save jobs. Look at Dayball right now. We signed Jameis, we got Russ, and then we drafted the kid. One of y'all better work. None of the veterans are working out. We put in the kid. It's the last Hail Mary for a general manager coach combo to try to save their jobs. The Packers were in the advantageous position of having Brett Favre. Then Aaron Rodgers, remember that infamous slip down the draft board. It was the first ever quarterback watch. It's the first time that cameras have been just like posed, like just locked on a guy. When is this guy getting taken? Because you had Brett Favre, you could afford to take him later in the first round and then sit him for 3 years. Same thing with Jordan Love. Kind of slid down. No, he was drafted where he was supposed to be drafted, but nevertheless, we're talking in the 20s. It's a matter of circumstances. When you take a look at the Bears, when's the last time the Bears were good? When you take a look at the Lions, when was now they're good now, but look at the previous history as of 5 years ago. It's absolute dreck. Same thing with the Minnesota Vikings. A lot of times, these head coaches and quarterbacks or head coaches, GMs have no choice but to draft a kid high and throw him into the fire. If everybody could, they effing would. But they can't because they don't have the foresight to draft 3 years in advance, be a good team, and draft in the 20.
That's where I'll disagree. Everybody can.
Yes.
Everybody absolutely can. Everybody
you
chooses.
You will lose your job before you
that's
ever see
fine.
the fruit of your work.
Hold on. You will lose your job if you go about it the way that other teams are going about it. You want to talk about how many quarterbacks Chicago's had? You want to talk about how many quarterbacks Detroit's had? Look at how many head coaches they've had because they've constantly gone about it the wrong way. You are right where you can say it's a circumstance, but it's the formula that dictates the circumstance. They traded for Brett Favre. And I don't even think Brett Favre started year 1 with them. He just kind of, they brought him over from Atlanta and said, hey, buddy, you're going to figure out the Green Bay way. When they drafted Aaron Rodgers, they didn't part from Brett Favre. They said, we're going to draft you. Yes, he slipped. right? And they said, we're going to take advantage because what does this do? Fits our formula. Even when they drafted Jordan Love, you don't think Aaron Rodgers wanted a wide receiver? You don't think that he was an all-pro, he was an MVP.
Aaron Rodgers was hot.
I mean, of course he was, because I'm an MVP. Here in Green Bay, we're chasing championships. You're telling me there isn't somebody you can draft in the first round, whether it be for me or on defense, that can prove our chances to win a championship? You're going to go get a guy that just sits? Yes. Why? Because that's our formula. Yes, circumstance, but our
Carson
formula.
Wentz was hot.
Donovan McNabb with Andy.
But it works. That formula works.
Yeah.
Is my point. So yes, it's circumstance. I get it, but their formula dictates the circumstance.
And at some point, when you're one of those other three teams, you have to make your circumstance work.
Yes.
You have to say, like, we talked about this last week a little bit. If I was a Jets owner, instead of going out on national TV and embarrassing myself by embarrassing my team, I say, you know what? I'm hiring John Gruden for 10 years like the Raiders tried to do, and he's got autonomy. He's going to be my GM and my head coach. For the first 3 years, he's my GM. If this head coach doesn't work out, he's taking the spot. Draft accordingly. Build accordingly. We are going to suck for the next 3 years, but at the end of that 3 years, I guarantee you we have a quarterback of our future. And you have to plan that way. And from ownership down, you have to have vision and autonomy to put people in place to do the work right.
It sounds good in theory. 3 years is a light year in NFL terms.
Unless you're the Lions, who never won anything for 20, 30 years. So I hear what you're saying, but miss me with that with teams that, for the Browns, for 20 years have done nothing. So 3 years means nothing to 20. And when you're looking at Baker Mayfield out here, sexy as hell, talk about MVP, and he's the only one in 20 years to win you one playoff game, what you say sounds right, but it's absolutely wrong. I'm talking about for the poverty of poverty. When you're a loser, when you ain't had a date in 9 years, you better go to the bar and pick up Tubby McGee at 2 a.m. because that's all you're going to get. And you better make it work.
I just think we're giving the Packers a little bit too much credit for making 3 good consecutive decisions since 1995.
I'm talking about the system. Because, again, I don't even think that Love is that great. I'm saying draft a guy young, sit him on the bench, let him learn football instead of putting him in the fire as Caleb Wilson getting sacked 147 times and being shell-shocked, being sacked twice more than anybody else in the league.
It's the outlier.
Well,
it's the
Caleb,
outlier. It's not
Caleb
the
Williams
norm.
stinks. I'm going to say that loud.
I'm not even debating that right
All
now.
right, good.
I'm talking about the
Let's just clear that
process of letting a guy sit and learn.
Which is
And
the way
you're
it used
right.
to be.
Yes.
The way it used to be.
Yes.
Like, we've gotten into this new age, and I understand why.
What, 1985?
No, but now the colleges are
When
running
Steve
more
Young is
pro-style
backing up
offenses.
Montana?
No, well, look, hey, I was alive for that. What do you want me to tell you? I was alive for that. And it worked out for Joe Montana. It worked out for Steve Young, didn't it? But now the
Packers are
colleges
the
are running those pro-style offenses. They feel like they're more NFL ready. But I agree with you, Gritty. Let these kids, let them adjust. Let them learn. Let them get inside this offense.
If we drafted a kid...
We did it with Jalen.
Carson
Wentz.
But
Get him a
when
Carson Wentz.
Carson started stinking and Jalen was drafted in the second round, we were like, put in Hurts. And no coach is going to last 3 years. Just, hey, trust me, I know we suck. It's all going to be better.
Hey, Doug Peterson taught McNabb.
that does not exist in the NFL.
And we didn't do it with Carson Wentz. I don't know why I said that. Carson Wentz started day one.
See, this is why you usually sit here. Because you being negative when I'm trying to be positive is so weird to me.
It is a weird place to be in seat 3. I do feel angry.
I charge up that side of the island. Like I said, I live in the dark side. So it's like I'm over here trying to be happy. And you over here talking about my dog chain like I'm a dog.
Dude, put away. You're freaking me out with.
I don't see what real.
That thing is blinging, boy. Look at that thing. It's heavy too.
It's got some.
We want to do picks real quick.
Sure, we can do picks. Go ahead.
All right.
Who's starting? You starting?
Yeah, I'll start.
Go ahead.
Because we got to wrap this up.
Close too. So
Yeah.
This week I'm taking the Cowboys giving up 2.5 at home versus the Arizona Cardinals. Yeah.
What? To the Cardinals?
Yeah.
That's embarrassing for them.
Go ahead, Gritty. I'm
I
frying him up.
Don't even know who's playing this week. You know why? Because it's a bye week. Talk about toilet bowl game. I'm going to take the Bengals over the Bears. Taking the Bengals +3 over the Bears.
See,
Flacco's going to go out there and sling it around. The Bears just lost their first game after winning 4 in a row because they got their head coach and they've got their quarterback and they're making moves. I don't like that you don't like my thing about sitting a guy and letting him learn. I don't like that you don't like that.
Oh, it's great if you have the optimal situation.
You have to
start the stars aligning into the optimal situation. Bro.
I'm saying
Pick your
when
goddamn game.
you're a
You
loser,
already did.
Yeah, I did.
I'm talking to him.
Oh,
Oh, well, I'm waiting on you guys to stop beefing.
Good.
So there's a thing about Vegas, right? They tell you when games stink, you should stay away from them, right? And I've said twice now. I've cost the listeners twice now because the first time it was the Cowboys and Bears, 1.5, Cowboys on the road, and I said,
selling me on this
what am I
pick.
missing? I said, what am I missing? It's too obvious. Well, the Bears won. And then last week I told you it was the Niners visiting Houston. Niners were 1.5, and I was like, what am I missing? Well, the Texans go. So I'm not doing that again.
I was gonna text you on that one.
I'm not,
Dude, I bet that game as soon as we looked at the line. What did I miss?
right?
What did I miss? Because they got smoked. What
Smoked
happened?
by the Texans. I don't know.
The Texans.
How did they know?
The Texans won the week before. They were on a high. They were in the group.
Bro,
And they still weren't. They got some people back, but they still were missing their wide receiver. Like I don't know.
so I'm going to stay away from those games that just don't seem right. Until I saw the Broncos being a 1-point underdog on the road against the Texans. And I said, nah, I'll skip it. Don't worry. I'm not going to do it again. I will take, I'm going to give you a decent game, I think. I'm going to take the Colts on the road against the Steelers. Were you going to take the Colts too?
It was my game, man.
Yeah, well, it's my game now.
Oh,
Colts are -3.5 on the road against the Steelers. I like the Colts. I like the way they're playing. I don't think the Steelers match up well.
terrible.
That sucks.
Do you have a backup one?
I do have a backup, but I was going to take the Colts. I'm going to take the Chiefs over the Bills.
Oh, that's a big game.
That's a big game.
Good points. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, speaking of the Chiefs, last week when you were doing when you were remote, and I said stare at that Monday night game, it was the Chiefs -12.5, and I was trying to inch you towards it.
Yeah,
I got that one right.
Yeah, they were. That was
The
a
boat race.
God.
You know what? I had it as backup. I thought the line was interesting. Ravens.
Yes.
I take the Ravens
Yes.
against Miami, 7.5 points. I would take them at.
But it's a Thursday night game. That's tough.
Oh.
Home team. Now the Chargers, obviously,
That's why I didn't play Lamar. Lamar will probably play Thursday.
home teams win Thursday night games.
Okay.
Home teams win Thursday night games. I don't know why. I don't like
Because
the
they don't have to
Dolphins.
travel, and it's
Well,
just-
I agree,
it's-
agree, but
it does matter.
the Ravens are better than
Yeah.
Dolphins.
That's why I told you about the Giants that week. I'm like, they're home.
So that's probably one I'd stay away from. Scares me a little bit. You want to try the collar on?
No, I don't want to
Why
try
not?
the collar on.
Come on.
Come on, Mike.
Try it
Pull that
on.
chain, Mike.
What is this even to?
What do you mean? You
What
put
kind
it
of-
around
what
the
kind of
neck and then
dog?
you hook that up.
What kind of?
That's not the whole leash.
Yeah, my pit bull.
Please tell me there's. Wait a minute. Let me see something. So it's this. Hold on. Is it?
No.
Oh no, it's just this.
Yeah, that's what I had to put it on to wear it.
But like, what hooks to this?
That's where I
what
put
you're
my
talking-
hand at.
No, it's not.
You hold it in the leash part, and you hook the other part.
That's too small of a leash.
Bro, who's walking a dog like this?
Yeah, you bending down, or is that thing like 100 feet tall?
Hold on.
So first of
Do
all,
we really need a demonstration on this? Gritty, tell them where they can find us.
No, let it go because you gotta let it go. The thing's out here. So I'm walking my dog. My dog is trained. He's at my hip.
No. I see.
You bought that on the way in. You bought that on the way in. Just tell the truth, and you bought it on the way in.
Oh, you're
This
talking
just to
about
the
the collar.
collar.
Yes.
Okay, it's
Y'all
so
never
different.
walked a dog before?
Bro, my dog.
You
walks
have a dog?
me. I got a 200-pound Great Dane. He walks
Oh.
me.
you can
He's not.
walk
He's
with
not quite
this?
200 pounds, but
You can walk with this because it's
no, I
short
can't.
leash.
No, I
It's
can't.
short. This thing is tight, boy. This thing's strong.
That thing will snap.
Not
2
this one,
seconds.
This thing. You stop flicking, blicky, blicky. This thing
Yeah.
is. These fools ain't never walked no
I got a
dog.
big boy dog at home.
My
Big
dog
boy.
weighs 60 pounds and grown. He is a big boy.
No, Kobe. That's his
Yeah.
name. Kobe. Shout out to you, Kobe. I'll be home. I'll be home soon, buddy.
I don't mess with animals that can take me out. My brother's like, oh, I was at Pitbull's. He said, I'm gonna go get me a Cane Corso or a Mastiff. My brother's like E-Rock size. I'm like, bro, don't do it.
I'm a chew toy. I'm a
Right?
squeaky toy.
So he goes out, he gets a Cane Corso. He's like, dog, I'll spend $150 a month on food. I'm like, yeah, I got 3 pit bulls that cost $100 a month for dog food. It's like when that dog comes home and he's hungry, he sits down at the table and you serve him. The dog weighs 180 pounds. My brother weighs 150. I'm like, you better do whatever that dog says.
You know you got a big dog when you got to take the dog food and sling it over your shoulder to try to get it in the house.
Yeah,
She
look,
don't want no puppy.
she want a
She want a
big dog.
big dog.
All right, so it's the bye week. We will be back next week. We'll talk shenanigans. We'll have fun. We'll do all the things. E-Rock will be back in his seat. He'll be much more positive. He's going to have all the fly on the wall, Eagle stuff for us. And we don't have to do anything else. Is there anything you want to say before we say bye? And I tell people
Oh,
before
yes.
to go?
Yes. Thank you very much. I got a couple things.
Yeah.
Number one, Saquon Barkley's first ever inaugural black tie gala is at the Philadelphia Art Museum. Tickets are sold out. However, there is a donation link in my, don't do that. donation link in my bio if you're still interested in donating to an amazing cause, which is, helping youth and families through academics and sports. Please visit my Instagram, erock_Eagles. I will be DJing / emceeing a Deshaun Jackson private signing, actually public signing, I should say, at the Mitchell & Ness flagship store before the black tie event from 12 to 2. Deshaun Jackson, they just released his jersey as far as the retro jersey. He will be there signing that jersey, signing other items, meet and greet, photo opportunity. I'll be there spinning the tunes. And then Philly Sports Trips, who is an advertisement read of us today, they're having a pep rally before the Eagles-Lions game. It's kind of like an intermixed pep rally.
You gonna be there?
I'm DJing it. So, they asked me to DJ it. So they're shutting down Reading Terminal Market and renting out the whole place. And we'll be there with Eagles legends and apparently a couple Lions legends. And we'll be partying before the tailgate before the tailgate.
We should basically just sponsor the segment and call it E-Rock's calendar.
Yeah.
We can just go down the last that we'll end the show with just, hey, what's E-Rock doing this coming week? Right?
Stalk E-Rock.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be DJing this. I got a black tie affair for that. I'm going to be emceeing this.
Hey, I got a black tie. Wonder if I can sneak in here. Are you doing anything?
I got nothing. It's the bye week.
Oh man,
The bye week.
What are you doing, Grady?
What am I doing? A whole lot of sleeping. That's what's going on with me. I'm living life, la vida loca. I had something I was going to say, and then you messed me up asking what I was going to do. So, allphly.com. We're on the website. Go there, subscribe. Go there, subscribe. Make yourself useful. Tell a friend, share with somebody, and do it immediately. We appreciate you. We love you. And thank you for watching the Cheap Seats. And as always, go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
We all silly like the mayor.